Rec League Podcast. Tell your friends, tell your neighbors, tell your family, tell your haters. Available on Anchor, Google Podcast, Spotify, Radio Public, Breaker, and Stitcher. At Rec League Podcast on Facebook, YouTube, and Instagram. At Rec League Pod on Twitter. Episode 18 available now. Yo, whether you watching this from Facebook, Twitter, click the link in my Instagram or YouTube itself. What up, world? So I just watched The Secret Life of Pets 2. It is the new release from Illumination Entertainment. It is the sequel to 2016's The Secret Life of Pets. It stars the voices of Patton Oswalt, Eric Stonestreet, Kevin Hart, Jenny Slate, Tiffany Haddish, Harrison Ford, Hannibal Buress, Bobby Moynihan, Dana Carvey, Ellie Kemper, Nick Kroll, and this is a long, extensive cast. So I'm gonna forget a few people. That's my bad. It is directed by Chris Renaud, who directed the first movie, who does a voice in this movie. He co-directed one of the Despicable Me's, maybe more than one of the Despicable Me movies. If you want to get a shout out in my review of either Men in Black International or Shaft, stay tuned to the end of the video to figure out how you can do that. So, I'm probably about to be more secretive about this plot than I was about my Dark Phoenix plot review, but Max has his story, Snowball has his story, Gidget has her story, and then they all come together in the end. Like, I love Illumination Entertainment, man. Like, I kind of think it's like pulling up third behind the superpower that is Disney Pixar, and then DreamWorks second. Like, Illumination is like probably the most underrated animation studio in my opinion. And I really like, despite all the it might be Toy Story with animals comparisons, I really thought The Secret Life of Pets was a fun movie. Years have passed in this one. There are new humans in this one, and that makes Max a little uneasy. And then him and Duke adapt. They go on this trip. Max breaks out of his shell. You know, Duke is all big and wild, but Max is conservative. And basically, like, the comparison in this movie was Harrison Ford is an old head. You gotta get hurt to learn. You know, Max is well, if I'm just always, safe, if I just don't try anything new, I'll never get hurt. And Max learned. Gidget's story is because of Max. So, Max, before he links up with Harrison Ford, stops by with Gidget. Gidget has a hiccup and has to solve a problem. And that's how Lake Bell, Bobby Moynihan, Ellie Kemper, Hannibal Buress, that's how they come into the plot. And then Kevin Hart, Captain Snowball, like Snowball is the most entertaining character, man, just because Kevin Hart brings so much energy. And it's him. It's a night school reunion because it's Kevin Hart and Tiffany Haddish. And Tiffany Haddish is so funny, man. Like, together they play off each other hilarious. And they're doing a Captain Snowball mission, and like there's some anime in this movie because of him. Like, it was real dope. And then they all come to a head, and I believe Nick Kroll voiced the main antagonist, who is probably a million Nick Krolls out in the real world, and they all trash. I don't really want to go into it, man, because I feel like the animation pops. Kids are going to love this movie. I really didn't catch a lot of adult humor, but I was laughing. Like, I don't care. Like, I am a kid at heart. I am a big-ass kid. It's an enjoyable movie, man. It might be better than the first one. I don't know. Like, I think on Letterboxd, as far as, like, lists and stuff, like, my Illumination Entertainment list, yes, I have one. I like making lists. Sue me. I think I'm going to rank this higher than the first movie because I didn't feel like it felt like another movie, but at the same time, I said I don't care that the first one is Toy Story with animals. they're both enjoyable. The new characters like Harrison Ford and Tiffany Haddish, like Harrison Ford has way more screen time than I thought he would. I thought it was Harrison Ford is an OG. He's about to make Indiana Jones 5. So he'll pop in, pop out. He'll barely be in it. He's in a good chunk of this movie, and like there's nothing I disliked. It's a movie for kids. If you want to chill for an hour and a half, it's a short runtime, and you want your kids to be entertained, laughing. Hopefully, like it was people off to the side. It was just talking the whole time, but like kids was in there and they was laughing. It was cool. Um, it's a harmless sequel. I wouldn't be mad at the third one, man. With all that being said, in my opinion, I will say that The Secret Life of Pets 2 is dope. So have you seen The Secret Life of Pets 2, man? What you think about it? Positive, negative, somewhere in between? Let me know. If you want to get that shout out in my review of Shaft or Men in Black, how much will Dark Phoenix make opening weekend? Be the first, be the closest. Within $2 million, higher or lower. Get your guesses in by noon Central Time Sunday, and you get shouted. Dark Phoenix review is posted, as well as Godzilla, Ma, Rocketman, Aladdin, Brightburn, John Wick, Pikachu, The Hustle, May movies, Long Shots. As I said, Shaft 2019 next weekend, Men in Black International next weekend. The weekend after that, Toy Story 4, one of my second most anticipated movie all year, Child's Play. And then we'll almost be in July, man. It's almost time for Spider-Man. July got a lot of my most anticipated movies, by the way. If you've seen that video, you know most of those videos come out in July, man. Reg League Podcast, 18 episodes in. They're all stupid fun, stupid entertaining, dope conversation. Movie, sports, hip-hop, man. Like, subscribe, comments. Find me where you find me, man. Don't know where to find me? Watch these credits. Peace.